So in today's video, I have a very important question for you guys, which I will ask you after we talk about the earnings coming up this week. If you could stay until that part of the video, it will mean the world to me, or at least I have timestamps down below in case you would like to go and listen to the question and answer, since that will help me organize way better this week and the content that I will upload, since I feel it will be the craziest week ever. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and smashing that like button, since it really helps the channel out. Today we will talk about the earnings coming up this week, the state of the stock market, what I'm doing next, and why I think sometimes it is just necessary to stop, think about the market, analyze everything that we have done, modify our strategy if necessary, and try to avoid mistakes. Also, I open a second channel in Spanish where I upload almost the same content as here, but in Spanish. So it will mean the world to me if you go and subscribe and share the channel with any friends and family that speaks or understands Spanish. So to start, we all have seen how we have had some crazy weeks or even months for growth stocks. As I said on my Friday video, those stocks are the ones that have suffered the most, and this week could continue like that, or the market could just stop, hop on a roller coaster and go up really fast. We don't know what will happen, but it will be very interesting. I do have to say that it will be a crazy and very volatile week. Today we had Workhorse earnings, the EV company. We also had Marriott and Wynn, which even though I don't invest in any of them or any other hotel or resort stock, I like to see how they did, because as bank gives us an overview of the economy, hotels give us an overview of travel, the travel industry, and how it is going, if it has improved or not that much. We also have Roblox and Ethereum, but then Tuesday comes and the craziness for my portfolio begins. First of all, we have Palantir. I have talked about this stock before, but have never invested in it, and I am sure many of you are investing in it, or at least are tracking it to start investing in it. Then after markets, we have Fubo TV and Lemonade. My eyes will be in these two companies, after hours, Fubo TV and Lemonade. As I have invested in both of these stocks, I'm very bullish, but do want to see how they did in Q1 to make a decision if I want to continue adding to my position or not. Lemonade, a company that is disrupting the insurance industry with their business model and AI for insurance, with a very forward-looking business, and Fubo TV competing in the sports betting, streaming, and sports industry, which, even though I know this kind of companies are in a very expensive industry and needs tons and tons of money, I do believe that the sports betting side will be huge for Fubo TV, and want to know if their subscribers have grown or what have happened in Q1. Then Wednesday comes, and pre-market hours we have Wix and other companies I don't look at that much, but after hours we have Tattoo Chef, Wish, and Shift. On Wednesday, my eyes will be completely in Wish and then Tattoo Chef. I'm investing in both companies right now. I'm very anxious to know how they did in Q1. Mostly want to know about Wish, since it is my biggest position at the moment, or at least it is a stock that I have checked the most since they went public in December, because it is extremely undervalued, and that is why I have selected that stock as a monthly pick on almost every monthly video. I do want to see their growth, their expansion, and their expectations for this year. Same with Tattoo Chef, which represents almost 16% of my portfolio, and Tattoo Chef represents almost 5 or 6% of my portfolio, which is why I will be concentrating in both companies on Wednesday. I do have to say that we already know that Tattoo Chef entered into an agreement with a Mexico company, and also that they expanded their product line with the launch of multi-servers meals. What I want to say with this is that will not surprise us investors on Wednesday. And then on Thursday we have Alibaba pre-market hours, which, even though I'm not investing in this company anymore because I used to, but not right now, it is my favorite Chinese stock. But then after hours we have Disney and Airbnb. I am invested in Disney, and I think it will be interesting since they have opened more parks and most of the resorts and more. So I do want to know how that affected the business this quarter. Want to know about their Disney Plus growth, since it has been incredible, and many more things. The stock has gone up a lot since October as well. Lastly, Airbnb. Even though I'm not investing in this company right now, I have been tracking it since they went public because I like their business a lot and I want to start a position in it. I see a nice growth coming up that for Airbnb, and and they will also tell us how the travel industry is doing. I do think that they have recovered and will continue recovering faster than hotels, since in my opinion people prefer to rent a private apartment or a private house instead of a hotel room, or at least that is what I think. On Thursday we will also see my newest stock in the MJ industry called TrueLive. It is not shown in this calendar, but they will also report on Thursday. I have a video explaining why I like this company, why I'm bullish in it, and why I'm investing in this company. But I am very anxious to know how they did their growth and everything, as they have been expanding very, very fast lately. Now, here is the question I was talking about. I would like to know what you guys prefer, what is better for you, and what do you recommend. I want to post videos talking about all those companies that report earnings this week that I'm investing on, but that means that I have to post either at least one video daily analyzing earnings from 2 companies per day, or post 2 different videos in a single day analyzing each company. If I do 1 video per day, I would include timestamps in the middle to divide both companies, so you could know where to start if you're interested in football and not in lemonade, or in lemonade and not in football. Is it better for you guys? Is it better to post 1 video talking about football and lemonade in the same video, Wish and Tattooed Chef on Thursday and Airbnb on Friday, or you prefer to see 2 different videos on Wednesday, 1 for football and 1 for lemonade, same for Thursday and same for Friday? The content will be the same if I do it together or separately, just asking what is more convenient for you guys. Let me know in the comment section below. Now, what do you think about the stock market right now? I have to be honest and start saying that obviously this is happening because 2020 was insane and many companies actually needed this to happen. In 2020, stocks went up like crazy. We saw our portfolios going up 2 to 5% on a daily basis, and even though that was incredible, that is actually not normal, and that is why right now we are a slower pace market, and many people are thinking that everything is over because of 2020 craziness. Many companies went up massively to an extent that their valuation was getting crazy and really rich, meaning that they were way overvalued, and they just stopped and reset. Obviously, it was incredible to see that kind of growth, and now it's very stressful to see everything going down every single day. But we need to understand that this was long overdue. This is the time where we have to stop, analyze everything that we have done, and just realize that mistakes that we have made, if we did any, and to correct them to start again. I made some mistakes on some stocks by breaking my number 1 rule. My rule number 1 when investing is to never, no matter what, never invest all the money at once in a single stock. What I want to say with this is, let's say that I like Wish or Fubo stock and I want to start investing in them long term because I see the potential and the growth potential in this company, and I have, let's say, $500 available for this company. Then I should never invest those $500 at once. Instead, what I like to do is to extend that money and invest it little by little every week, every month, or every time I see a nice opportunity, and not everything at once, because if the stock decides to go down, let's say 30 or 50% like what's happening right now, and I invested all at once, all the $500 I had available for that stock, then if it drops, I will not have money and I will have to take more money out from my bank account, which obviously is not that bad, but I prefer to extended amount of money. Also, by investing in different period of times and not all at once, it lets you sometimes buy at better prices. That's why it is my number 1 rule. Another rule of mine when investing is that I have to believe a lot in the company, their businesses, fundamentals, everything. That if the stock were to drop 30 to 40% like right now, then I will not panic and regret investing in it, noticing it is not a great investment as I thought. Now, don't think that this kind of drops are only for spec moves. We have seen companies like Apple, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, Amazon dropping like 30 to 50% as well before, and look where they are right now. That is also why I always say that we should all invest long term, because to expect for stocks to go up and up always without a correction like this one is setting yourself up for disappointment and depression when the stock do correct itself, because a stock correction does not mean that the business is failing or dying. It is just a stock market cycle, and that is a time when we have to take advantage of it and invest in it, in what we do believe. And I assure you that in the long term, it will pay off. Because that is how it works. Stocks don't always go up and cycles do exist. Just like the psychology of market cycle, like this graph. This is how we think when investing. Everything starts excellent with hope, optimism, beliefs in the company that you are investing on, thrill when people start averaging up their higher conviction stocks, then euphoria at the peak, and when the drop starts, we see complacency, anxiety, denial, panic selling, anger, trying to find the person who caused all this, then depression because we think that we will not recover from this, disbelief, and the cycle starts all over with hope. Tesla is the best example for this, in my opinion. See how the stock was going up and up and up in a single year. There is where people get excited, believe in the company, invest more money in it until the peaks arrives and we get euphoric. Then it drops because of the pandemic, people panic sold, get stressed out, depressed, and it starts all over until we get to euphoric again on January and this drop starts back again. That is the cycle of the stock market, the cycle of our emotions in the stock market, and that is why short-term investments are not my thing, because those huge drops that we are seeing right now will be meaningless in the future if we invest in good company, fundamentally speaking, in the long term. But if we invest in the short term and we sell in the drop, we'll not be able to grab that long run again or that uptrend again. Now, what do you think about all this? Do you think it will pass? The market will continue dropping for months, as many say that it will drop until September. And what are you planning to do now? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing and smashing that like button since it really helps the channel out. Also, I have a completely free Discord group chat, which the link for that is down in the description below. Thank you and see you next time.